You're Jewish, right? It's clear. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the gave it away. You look like you were circumcised twice. You know what I mean? Just well, good to see you, buddy. Is that your wife with you? No, the lady beside you. No, your what? Friend. I gotcha. How are you guys friends? How long you been friendly for? Where are you from, Bert? Toronto. Oh, wow, okay. And you too? St. Louis. Oh, yeah, that's definitely different. And what are you doing out here? You work for, what do you do at the hospital? You handle complaints? This is the Chinese version of outsourcing. This is, it makes total sense. See, in North America, they'll handle the complaint department. They'll give you somebody who doesn't speak English. And over here, they give you that someone who doesn't speak Mandarin. Okay, I'll take note of that. I love the way Mandarin sounds. It's so good. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you gave somebody like really like a steak, and they're trying to be polite while they're eating it. How's the steak? Oh, sure. So good. What are you doing out here, Bert? You're in supermarket trolleys? Well, get the out of them. You're too big. Here. You make supermarket trolleys? Well, you don't. I mean, they do, you know, but, you know. Well, good to see you, buddy. Mauritius guy, good to see you. Just an Indian guy from Mauritius, aren't you? Just a fucking French-speaking Indian, that's all you are. You're a Frindian. And white guy here, how are you, sir? It's nice, I'm glad the minorities came out. Is that your wife with you? Oh, yeah. You too, sir, huh? It's funny because you see all the white guys with Chinese women, and then, you know, they didn't come out here for white people, so that's why they are, you know, worked out well, you know. How long you been living here, sir? 20 years. What's your name? Dan Brady. All right, I don't need the full name, Dan. He's like, Dan Brady. And what do you do, Dan? Independently wealthy, as opposed to sharing it with somebody else? What the I too am independently wealthy, Dan. I don't share it with nobody. Nice. And how long have you been married for? Oh, you're just friends. Oh, okay. That's how you stay independently wealthy. When I'm sleeping with my girlfriend, and say like, it happens periodically. It's not like 3:30 in the morning. I'll just get awakened by my bladder. My body will be like, I'll wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta pee. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to disturb her by getting out of bed, so I'm not gonna do it. And then I start thinking, if I get out of bed and go pee, then I'm gonna wake up and I won't be able to get back to sleep. So I'm like, I'm gonna risk a bladder infection, and I'm gonna sleep through this. And then I fall back asleep, and then about 20 minutes into my sleep, I start dreaming about peeing. That's your body going, hey, didn't I just try and tell you something a minute ago? And when you start dreaming about it, that's when you wake up and go, okay, it's real, I gotta do this now. And that's where I decide I have to go to the bathroom, and let me tell you something, I become the most stealth-like ninja you've ever seen in your life when it comes to sneaking out of that bed. I start edging towards my side of the bed, right? But while I'm doing this, I'm piling up the blankets behind her, so it feels like I'm still there. right? And then when I get to the edge of the bed, I literally pour myself out, like. And then when I get up, you have to make this announcement before you go to the bathroom. If you leave your woman in bed alone, you just have to, it's more of an insurance policy. You just have to go, I just gotta go pee. She doesn't have to hear it, she doesn't have to react to it, but you have to put it out there. She'll hear it somehow, like she could be dreaming about playing tennis. Just gotta pee. And then when I head to the bathroom, I know where all the squeaks are on the floor, so I avoid those. It's like watching Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible where he's getting through the lasers. And then when I eventually make it to the bathroom door, you have to grip the handle very tightly, all right? Pay attention, fellas. You grab the handle to the bathroom very aggressively, because if you half-ass grab the handle, it's going to slip out of your hand and go, flaboing, bang, bang, and then what happened? Right, so you have to grip it very firmly, and then you open it slowly. I open it so slowly that you could hear the spring inside recoiling. Ding, 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 ding. And you're like, shut up, door. And then when you unlock it, you have to open it swiftly. You can't do it slow in case the door squeaks. Right, so you have to do it fast. So it's and then you reach around inside and you grab the handle and you close the door and then ding, 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 ding. Now you can head to the toilet. Now this is where you got to pay attention, guys. When you get to the toilet and you start peeing, you have to pee to the inside of the bowl. You do not want to hit water. You just want to hit the inside of the bowl. It'll fall into the water. Because there's no sense you go through all this tiptoeing and ding, 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 and then she's sleeping and all of a sudden she just hears So you have to pee to the inside of the bowl, right? And then when I'm done, I take the seat and the lid and I close it, and then I flush. See, because I'm trying to mute the noise as much as possible. And then I stand there until the tank refills. And then I head back to the bed. I don't wash my hands. All right, listen, I took a shower right before I went to bed. And it's my dick. It wasn't dragging through mud all day. It was asleep. It was nothing. And just so you know, ladies, in the middle of the night when a guy does go to the bathroom, 9 times out of 10, we don't even use our hands. We pee like Superman. So then when I head back to the bedroom, right, I tiptoe when I get there and everything. And when you get to the bed, I put my shoulder on it first, right? And then I put one leg up, right? So there's an even distribution of weight, right? And then I just do this little jujitsu kind of roll, right? Roll over, and then I roll and my arm ends up, bam, right around her. And she has no clue that I left to go to the bathroom. And we do it this way, ladies, because we care about your sleep. Is that your wife or your girlfriend? Or?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. That's how long you been together for?
A couple of years.
Couple of years. You thinking about locking her down, or you're just gonna waste her time? English guys. Why are you sweating right now? For no reason. She seems like a lovely lady, and you seem to still like each other, you know. Look at them, they're engaged. They've been together 4 years. They're still holding hands, huh? Look at that, that's cute.
Must be the t-shirt.
It is the t-shirt. She's not grabbing his meat, she's holding his hand. You know what I mean? She's not like this, oh, Peter. Yeah. She's not just holding his hand, Who has kids? You have kids, sir? Older guy? How are you? I mean, older with respect, not like, oh, fucking old. I mean, you're obviously older than me, unless you just aged horribly, you know what I mean? But what's your name, sir? Al. Al. And who are you here with, Al? Your family?
Yep.
Is any of those your kids?
My wife and my son.
Your wife and your son?
And daughter.
And daughter or daughter-in-law? Which one? I go, daughter or daughter-in-law? Goes, yep. It's your wife, son? Hello? Bastard, hello. He's fucking looking at me and he's like... This isn't YouTube. I'm not buffering right now. I'm talking right to you. Is that your only child, Al? Yeah, you like him? It's good, right? How old are you, buddy? 26. What are you so shifty-eyed for? Well, that would have been great if you weren't chubby when you did that, you know what I mean? It was like, and then a big sweat stain right there. Great, that's gonna be on film forever. When you're your dad's age, you go, what the fuck was I thinking? How old are you, Dad?
62.
62. You look great for 62. You look like shit for 42, but you do. You look good for 62. I wasn't expecting 62. That's good. And were you in the room when he was born?
Yes.
Yep. Let me tell you something, guys. If you ever have kids, when your wife goes into labor, do your best to not be there. Like, be in the vicinity. You could be in the hospital. You can make her think you're in the room. Like, do some sort of voice note on your phone and push, honey, push, and then hit repeat and loop, and then. But when she's giving birth, don't go in that room. Because women get crazy when they're giving birth. They say the meanest shit to you, don't they? Because they're in pain. They feel that pain. And then they start thinking, you're the fucking reason for this pain. I hate you with everything in me right now. They just get mean, don't they? Here's the problem, is that women think that men don't think that giving birth hurts. Of course it hurts. It has to hurt. I've had shits that hurt. I can only imagine. How much worse it would hurt when you're squeezing a human out of you. But that's part of the deal, ladies, and I'm not trying to downplay how painful it is. It's extreme pain. I can only imagine, But the positive side to the pain of giving birth is that it's physical pain, which means it'll go away eventually. 6-7 weeks later, your vagina will snap back together. You'll forget all about it. You'll be walking around, you'll stub your toe, you'll be like, ow, my toe! You'll be like, what about your vagina? Fuck that, my toe hurts. Physical pain is the best pain you could hope for. I used to box, and I would get black eyes and headaches, but after a couple of days it would go away. I'm not comparing boxing to your box. I'm just saying that physical pain goes away, Because when you're giving birth, all you really need to do, ladies, is lean back and focus. Focus on squeezing this person out of you. You don't have to see what we saw in that fucking room. We can't unsee it. 6-7 weeks later, your vagina's okay. The rest of my life is fucked. It's been 26 years. You think Al's forgotten? He's not forgotten shit. I'm scared to go down on chicks to this day. It's been 2 years. I'm scared. I'm jabbing my way in. I'm like... It's the worst thing you could ever see, isn't it, Al? It's like watching your favorite restaurant burn down. I mean, they'll rebuild it, you know. But I'm not eating there again. Fuck that. You know, that menu's different. They've done all kinds of things. They put a drive-through in there now. Mexicans working in the back. Is he a good kid, Al? Absolutely. Was he a smart child? He was always. That your dad really loves you, dude. Because my dad would be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like that. Either your dad does, either he loves you a lot, or he can't stand you and he doesn't want us to know. You know what I mean? Indian dads will say, well, this guy's a fucking idiot. Do you love him? Of course I love him. That's my child. But what a fucking idiot. An absolute idiot. My daughter's pretty smart. I'm impressed by her. She's only 2 and she's already speaking Spanish and English, which is impressive to me. I wanted her to learn Spanish first because, first of all, she's half Latina and we live in California. So, you know, I wanted her to at least know the language of California. Spanish is a very helpful language in California. I mean, you go to a restaurant, you want your car back from valet, you want to know, like, what to say, you know what I mean? So you know what I did? I told my ex-wife's family, they're from Ecuador, I said, do me a favor, please only speak to the baby in Spanish. They were like, no problem. Hey, do you want us to teach her English too? Nah. I got this. Last thing I want is my daughter being born in America and sounding like an immigrant, you know? Dad, you coming over? No, sweetheart, no Jews are coming over. Not unless my agent calls. And when you do have kids, trust me on this one. Buy your children, buy your babies, buy them educational toys. Best thing you could do. Because they start learning really young. I bought my daughter this toy, and you push the color, and it says the color. It'll push it, and it'll push yellow, and it'll be like, yellow, green, blue. But the cool thing in America is all the educational toys have a switch from English to Spanish. I flicked all her toys to Spanish. Now I'm learning Spanish too. Who's thinking I am? Now when she pushes it, it goes, amarillo, verde, azul. Now I know how to say yellow, green, and blue in Spanish, but only like an opera singer. Let me tell you where this backfired on me. A few weeks ago, I was in LA. I needed some yellow paint. I went to Home Depot, and I walked in and there was a Mexican guy working inside. Inside Home Depot. So that's progress. Thank you, Mr. Obama. And I knew he was Mexican. First of all, it's LA. Secondly, his back was facing me. He was 5'4", had a giant head. There's no neck. It looked like a Rock'em Sock'em robot that hadn't been punched in the stomach. And ding. He turned around, his name was Juan, you know what I mean? And Juan, and he had the little Mexico flag right there. And when I see people and I can tell what their comfort language is, I always like to try and greet them in that language for 2 reasons. So that way, first, they think I speak their bullshit, and that way they won't try and rip me off. And secondly, you know, it makes them feel comfortable right away. And when I do say something in your language, I try to say it the best way I can so you really believe I speak your language. But the minute you reply, I get all fucked up because I've run out of words. So I see him and I go, hola Juan, ¿cómo estamos hoy? He's like, hola. And I'm like, alrighty then, listen. I make it look like we need to go back to English, you know, because you're at work and we need to keep it professional. So I go, I need some paint. He goes, sí, ¿qué color? I go, yellow. Sí, mira. And he holds up gray and white and shades of gray and shades of white. And I'm like, no, yellow. Sí, mira, yellow. No, Juan, that's gray and white and shades of gray and shades of white. No, just say yellow, mira, yellow. No, that's not yellow. That's fucking gray and white, Juan. yellow, mira, yellow, ice, ice. I don't care what your favorite song is right now. I just want yellow paint. See, mira, yellow, ice, ice. I didn't know that yellow meant ice in Spanish. I didn't know that. That's not on the toy. So I get in this big argument with the guy. I'm like, no, not fucking ice, Juan. Yellow. See, mira, yellow. Stop saying mira, yellow. This is not yellow. Mira, yellow, ice. Stop saying yellow ice. I don't want yellow ice. That's disgusting, first of all. I just want yellow. Mira, yellow. Stop saying mira, yellow. Yellow, yellow. No say, no say. Stop. Fuck. What do you say then? No say. I'm like, ugh. Amarillo. Turns out he had the same toy at home. He goes, oh, you mean yellow? I want to be strict, I want to be strict with my daughter. She's only 2, so I can't really gauge how I'm going to be with her yet. I want to be like my parents, but not as crazy. Because Indian parents are a little crazy with their kids, I want to be like a white parent. I love watching white people talk to their kids. White parents have this way of speaking to their children like they're humans. It's beautiful to watch, But I think white parents, I can't be as lenient as a white parent, because white parents, you take it a little too far, Like, you give your kids options. They're a fucking kid, they shouldn't have any options. I was in the mall the other day. I saw a white lady in the food court, and she said to her 5-year-old son, she goes, sweetheart, what do you want to eat for dinner? And the kid goes, I don't know. Okay, well, when you figure it out, you let mommy know, and I'll make it for you, okay? I love you. She asked a 5-year-old what he wanted to eat. Not, do you want this or this? What? He could have said, I want shoes. I want to eat a pair of shoes. She would have had to make him a pair of shoes. I can't even comprehend, I grew up in an immigrant house. Let me tell you something. In an immigrant house, there's no dinner for the adults and dinner for the children. Mom does not care what the fucking kids like. Mom does not cook for the kids. Mom cooks for dad. And whatever dad liked is what you were eating for dinner. That's the way it worked. It doesn't matter what your dad liked, that's what you were having for dinner. It turns out my dad used to love molten hot plates of lava. I was the only 5-year-old farting fire at 5. They used to call me Dragon Ass at school. But white parents explain things to their kids, They do. They take the time to do that. That's nice. Indian parents, they're the worst. If they don't want you to do something, they will make up the most insane story as to why you shouldn't do something and scare you into not ever thinking about doing it. And you don't think your parents are creative, so they're like, they couldn't be making that up. That must have happened, I'll give you an example. I grew up just outside of Toronto, a small town called Brampton, and B-Town represent. And I grew up in these townhouses, and all the driveways were attached in the townhouses. And at the edge of the driveway was a road, a major road where all the cars can drive. We were obviously not allowed to play on the road. We were only allowed to play on the driveways, for obvious reasons. Now this was the white lady next door telling her son not to play on the road. Sweetheart, mommy doesn't want you to play on the road. Why not? Because it's not safe. So you could get hurt. I don't care. Well, I do. So, if you get hurt, you'll make mommy sad. Do you want to make mommy sad? No. Well, then be a good boy and play in the driveway. Okay. I love you. It was so good, she explained it to him. She told him why he shouldn't do it. She gave him the consequences as to what could happen. He had all the information he needed to not play on the road. And you know what? He didn't play on the road. Not my dad. This is my dad telling me the same thing. Russell! Don't go on the road. You'll get hit by the car and you'll break apart.
Not I might get hit by a car. No, I will get hit by the car. Apparently there's only one car in my neighborhood, and I was going to get hit by it, and I was gonna break apart. How the fuck do you break apart? When I was a kid, I thought I was made out of Lego because I was just gonna break apart one day. Where are the Arabs at tonight? Arabs in the house, where are you? All strategically placed, I see. That's no accident, huh? All in the center. If this way we all go boom in the middle over, everything is... What kind of Arab are you, bro? Moroccan? And Iraq? Just Iraq? So not Moroccan. You're Iraqi. I've been to Iraq, obviously to perform, but obviously not for, the Iraqis. It's not a very, comedy-filled place. It's not like there's comedy clubs in Iraq. Like, welcome to Saddam's Jihad hut. It's not like our comedy is the bomb. Watch us explode with laughter. So you're Iraqi. What are you guys over there? Kuwait. Saudi. Is it Saudi or Saudi? Because I did shows in Bahrain once, and there was Saudi people in the audience, and I go, oh, where are you from? The guy goes, Saudi. And I thought he hiccuped or something while he was saying Saudi. I thought he was like, Saudi, but like, I go, what did you say? He goes, Saudi. And I go, what the fuck? And I asked somebody after, I go, why is he saying Saudi? And they go, that is actually the correct way of saying Saudi. It's Saudi. I go, so do I drive an Audi or an Audi? What am I driving? I always have fun in the Middle East. I always have a good time. My white friends, have you gone to the Middle East at all? No, you should go check it out. I like that. You shaved your head, but you kept a unibrow. That's very cool. That's pretty insane looking, that thing. Look at that. Well, I was going bald, but if I had hair, it would come down to here, wouldn't it? You should go check out the Middle East. It's not at all how the media makes the Middle East seem. You watch the news, especially the North American news, they have some sort of hard-on for the Arabs. And that whenever they show you Arab people on the news, they make them look crazy. That's the thing. Don't they? When you watch the news and you watch like CNN, don't you get mad? They just make Arabs look like they're exploding every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? They make it look like they're walking around going, yes, I'm going shopping. What are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to blow up. Okay, well, I'll see you in paradise. Okay? Hey, save me a virgin. I'm kidding. You earned them. They're yours. You go to the Middle East, very friendly people. I always have fun with the Arabs. They're actually very nice. They're rich as shit. The ones I've seen, and you know what I'm talking about, Saudi guy. He's like, I know I'm very rich. It's okay, but... And like Arab rich, brown guy. Arab rich, very different than anybody else's rich. I may be considered American rich. That's cute to Arabs. Like American rich, I have $10 million. Arab rich, I don't know which pants I put the $10 million in. I don't. Oh, there, maybe in the wash I'll find it one day. I don't know. Their rich is different. They keep trying to sell us different places on the news too. They're like shit all over the Middle East, but then they'll keep trying to sell Dubai to us. You know what I mean? You're Indian, right? Yeah. Don't clap for Dubai then, because first of all, they won't let you have citizenship even if you're born there. Second of all, they treat us like shit. Listen, let's be honest. You go to the Middle East, Indians are the Mexicans of the Middle East. That's what we are. We build everything for them over there. All those fancy buildings they have, we fucking built. And I don't know what part of India they went to find these Indians, but I have never seen them before. I've been to India, north, south, east, west, the whole place, and I never saw these Indians. They bought an entire race of Indians that doesn't exist in India anymore. I swear to God, I went to Dubai, I went to a construction site, little Indian, like this big, full-grown men. Not midgets, just short. and scrawny. And I was like, where did you find them? We bought all of them. They were very cheap. We took, how much? Give me the whole race. I'll take it. Yes. I have something I need built. So, and I'm not making this up. I went to a construction site, a full-on proper construction site with cranes and tractors. And there's these little Indian guys. I swear to God, the guy was wearing a wife beater, a tank top, boxer shorts, flip-flops, and a hard hat. I go, you got a hard hat, where's your steel-toe boots? He goes, you see, we could only have one or the other. I have 10 toes. I only have one head. Protect your head. What's your name, brown fella? Sorry? Manav? Sounds like a Jamaican guy describing something he has. Yeah, Bedrin, Manav a new car. You married, Manav? Where's your wife? Where? But there's an empty seat beside you. There's literally an empty seat beside him. Come here. Sit with this poor. See, now you don't look weird anymore, see? Good. And how long you guys been married for? 22 years. 22. You did 22. You're only 45, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is the vagina my parents assigned to me. Maybe your name's not Manav. Your parents would Manav this vagina. Wow. And do you have babies? 2. Nice. How old? 21. Sorry. And 17. 21 and 17. Well, you only been married for 22. You knocked it in right away, huh, Manav? Yeah, like, I do. So do I. It's awesome. What do you got, boys or girls? Girls, both girls. You have a favorite out of the 2 there? I don't want to say. So you're out of the danger zone now, 21 and 17. It's pretty much they're self-sufficient. Apparently you thought your wife was self-sufficient by sitting her way the over there with that guy. Even that guy's like, the I missed it. What did you name them? What did you name your daughters? What? Wait, where were they born? India. Oh, in India. Okay, then that makes sense. Okay, go for it. What are their names? Ayushi? And Kushi. Why? It sounds like you borrowed somebody's cushion. Ayushi Kushi. But I put it back. And when did you move to Australia? 2015. Oh, so you're still brand new. Okay, that's fair. That's fair then. Okay. And do your daughters like it here? They like it here. Have people made fun of their names yet? Or, well, you don't know about it yet. I mean, I just did. And I'm Indian, so I mean, you know. And what part of India did you come from? Delhi. Delhi. Ayushi and Kushi. Do you know what their names mean? What does Ayushi mean? Long life. Okay, so she's got that to look forward to. And Kushi? Happiness. So long life and happiness. Those are nice names when you translate them. Is that your brother beside you, Inder? Just a random brown guy? You don't know each other? Are they racially profiling the front row? Listen, we got two chubby brown guys with glasses. Where should we put them? They're probably related. Put them beside each other. They look related. I'm Indian and they look related. And what's your name? Sunil. Sunil. And how old are you, Sunil? 40. This is what you're going to look like at 45. Is that your wife with you, Sunil? Hello, wife. What's your background, wife? Italian and Greek. Wow. There's a lot of food in one house. And you guys have any babies? Nice. 2. What do you got? Boy and a girl. How old? Not you two, the kids. Which one's the girl? And don't say the one without the penis. I mean, 5. The girl is 5 and the boy is 3.5. Nice, congrats. What'd you name them? Sophia and Jay. Jay was his compromise for some sort of Indian-sounding name. Is it short for Jayesh or some shit? J-Ram? That's a name. Why'd you do that to the kid? I might as well just call them CD-Ram if you're gonna do that. You know what I mean? Sophia, that's a pretty name. That's what guys do when we have daughters. We want to give them pretty names, you know. My daughter's name is Christiana. Christiana. Crystiana. Christiana. I wanted to give her a pretty name just in case she ended up, you know. That's the thing, you give your daughter a pretty name in case they grow up to not be, you know, as good looking as they could have been, you know. So at least they got this pretty name to fall back on, you know. I did that to my daughter, Christiana, in case she ended up looking like me when she got older. I wanted her to have a shot at life. So, but it's backfiring on me now because she's 7.5 and she's very pretty. And she's only going to grow up to be a really beautiful woman. And she's going to be a beautiful woman with a beautiful name. And I'm like, I knew I should have named her Mildred. I knew it. No guy ever brags about a chick named Mildred, you know? Yo, you want to see these pics Mildred just sent me? No, I'm good, dog. Thanks, that's good. Yeah. It's not even like a sexy way from Mildred. Like, hey, you want to see Millie? No. Oh, Millie, oh, Millie, Millie, oh, Millie. What, are you finished, sir? What's your name? What? Ville. How do you spell that? You don't know? It's your name, Billy. How do you spell it? Y-I-L-L? Yill? Well, the good news is you'll never win a spelling bee. You'd get stumped on your name. But it's pronounced Ville, like Willie, but Ville. Ville Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Freya Ville. Ville Nelson. Ville Smith. Big Ville style. Throughout all of Indian people, and it's this. The only one thing we can agree on is this. That's it. That's the only thing we can all do in unison. Oh, you're Indian? I'm Indian. Like, look at, was it Yash, Yosh, Kush? That's what it was, yeah. Kush, you're obviously Punjabi. I don't know what gave it away. And the guy beside you is as well. And then the other guy beside you is. And then the guy in the end is Mexican or something. Or some sort of cholo that just got out of jail. But he just, yeah, look at him. Hey, fool, if my PO sees this, I'm in trouble. Get the camera off me, cabrón. How do you end up with a bunch of Indian dudes? Oh, they're all your friends? That's hilarious. What'd you do? Hey, if I grow a mustache, can I hang out? What's your name, bro? Art. Arturo. I like when the Mexican guy gives you their white name. Art. Manny. Joe. Arturo, Manuel, and Jose. You need to know this, Art. Indians are f***ed up. Like you're hanging out with 3 Indian dudes, but all 3 of them are from the same part of India. That's why they're hanging out together. Oh, you're Indian too, sweetheart? Oh. Oh, that guy over there too. You stuffed another one in there. But he got tattoos so he can pass. You know what I mean? He's like, is there a tattoo on your head? What is that? What the f*** did you get? So your hair fell out and then you said, what is that? A turtle? What is that on your head? A what? A man ball? I don't think you should ever put men's balls on your head, is all I'm saying. I don't, you know. One thing I never want on my head is man balls. But hey, enjoy your mundatata on your head, buddy. That's the Indian translation for man ball. Oh man, Indian people are a trip, dude. You could literally cut India in half, right across the middle, and you will have. And you could create 2 countries. If you make a north and a south, you have 2 countries that don't know shit about each other. Like literally right now, as it is, if you took a guy from the north of India and a guy from the south of India and threw them in a room together, they would literally have nothing in common. They wouldn't even be able to speak the same language. They don't even look the same. Like in the north, they're taller. They have bigger features. They have more body hair. They speak a different language. They eat different food. They're not that bright in the north. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. See how they're all, no. But the other Indians are like, well, it's true. See, this is how f***ed up we are. Hey, I don't care who wins this race. I don't have a horse in it. It doesn't matter. My family's west and east. I don't give a shit. I find everything my child does funny. That's the problem. I can't be strict with her. Let me give an example. Before I came out to the Middle East, my daughter was at my house. And she was in her bedroom, and she was lying on her bed. She's 5. She was lying on her bed with her iPad that she's had since she was 1. You know, because you're a 5-year-old, you should probably have an iPad, right? And she knows how to work it better than I do. Just let me start by saying that, and we'll get into that after. But anyway, so she's lying on her bed. And here's the thing. When I was growing up, if I liked a TV show or a movie, I would have to wait for it to come back on TV in order for me to see it. Nowadays, if a kid likes something, they put it on their iPad and they have it, and it's in front of them, and they can watch it as many times as they want, all day, and they do. So my daughter's lying on her bed, watching Frozen. You know what I'm talking about already. If you have children, you know this Frozen shit by Disney. And she watches it over and like she's watched it literally millions of times. And I've never once sat down and watched this movie, but it plays all the time and you hear it. And Disney's smart, they put these songs in their movies. And you don't know that the songs are playing, the songs just play and they burn into your brain. And you don't even know that those songs are in your memory. They just manifest themselves whenever they need to. I'll give an example. I was driving in traffic a few weeks ago, and I got cut off, and I got so mad. I go, "You son of a bitch!"
And my brother goes, dude, let it go. Let it go, let it go. These stupid Disney songs burn into your brain. I asked the promoter yesterday, why are we canceling the show? He goes, because it's cold. And I was like, the cold never bothered me anyway. So anyway, my daughter's lying in a room on her bed with her iPad, and I burst into her room. First of all, I will burst into whatever room I want to. It's my house. Second of all, she's 5. She's not going to be doing anything crazy. So, and I'm not one of those fathers who tries to be cool with their kids. I don't want to be that, hello, darling. I don't try and have a mature conversation. She's 5. What are we going to talk about, right? So I'm a goofball when I see her. I'm the big, loud, spazzy dad, right? So I burst in her room and I go, baby! And I guess it startled her, right? But she didn't get startled like a 5-year-old. She didn't react like a 5-year-old. She wasn't, yeah! She reacted like a woman. Her reaction wasn't, yeah! Her reaction was, shh! Without using any words, my daughter basically went, mother, do you not see what I'm doing? And let's be honest, if your child, Yasser, if any one of your children called you a mother, you can't really get mad, because, yeah, you know. If you weren't a motherfucker, they wouldn't be here, you know what I mean? So,
You know, you'll notice when you're walking around any major city now, and I notice this here even in England, which is ironic, that you find less and less people speaking English nowadays. Like even in America, I walk through any major city and I hear people speaking every other language but English. And the fucked up thing for me is, I can only speak English. I know words in other people's languages, I know phrases, I know how to say certain things, but I can't speak anything from top to bottom other than English. And which, you know, like if I was to talk to you, if I was to start speaking Punjabi to you, I know enough to start the conversation, but then if you replied, I would just go, yeah, right? Like, that's why I've created my own language. I'd be like, oh, kya haal hai jindo? Oh, TikTok to se. I'm like, but. That's what I would do. That's all I do. I've created my own language. It's called but. And then, you know, with Indian people, because we have so many dialects, they may just think, oh, I don't know that dialect of, what is but. What I like to do is I like to listen to people speak another language, and then I play this game where I try to figure out what language it is. But to fuck with them in the meantime, I stare at them every now and then and smile like I know what they're saying. You should see how paranoid people get. I'm sitting at this cafe, there's these people behind me, and all I hear is, and I look at them and I go, and they were like, we must move. This man speaks Latvian. Damn you, Rosetta Stone. But I always listen for like the one key word in English, you know? You ever do that? Hear somebody speaking another language, and you listen for the one key word in English, and then you try and piece together what they're talking about. But the funny thing is, you'll hear a word that sounds like an English word, but it won't mean the same thing to them. Like you'll be like, shopping mall, and you're like, aha! They're going to a shopping mall. But then you find out that shopping mall means bread to them or something, you know? There's always words in people's languages that'll make you laugh because it'll sound like a word in your language. Are there any Hungarian people here tonight? Really? It was just a fluke question, really. Do you speak Hungarian, sweetheart? What's the Hungarian word for kiss? Not choke, the other word. Pussy, right? Did you know that? That's the Hungarian word for kiss. Pussy. To us, fucking hilarious, isn't it? Pussy. Ha ha, pussy. But to Hungarian people, very innocent. They'll be on the phone, okay, pussy, pussy, and they'll hang up. And we'll be like, ha ha, double pussy. And the only reason I know this is because I was at a strip joint, once, researching some material quite extensively. And my stripper, she was Hungarian. And I guess I was making her laugh. And by the end of the night, she goes, "You were so nice. I want to give you pussy." And I'm like, "I would love to receive the aforementioned pussy." And she goes, "Close your eyes." And I close my eyes, and all of a sudden I feel on my cheek, and I'm like, did she just rub her pussy on my face? Because if I'd known that was going to happen, I would have done the old, But you'll always hear words in people's languages that remind you of words you know. Like when I was in the Philippines, I forgot that I knew the Filipino word for tits, which is susu. Now, susu just sounds funny in English, but it's even funnier for Indian people because susu is what we say to a little kid who has to go to the bathroom. What's the matter? You have to go susu. You have to go susu. Go susu, nicely go nicely go susu. But I forgot in the Philippines that it meant tits, and when I was there, I met this chick, and she's like, "So, do you want to see my susu?" And I'm like, "No! Flush it!" "Oh my God, you're so kinky."
Every kid in that you think Dennis doesn't identify as horny? Of course he's 14. His pronouns are he, him, horny. They're so involved with their feelings. That's where we up. Because here's what you got to understand, Ella. Nobody ever cared about our feelings when we were growing up. Mike, remember when you were... The only time somebody would ask how you were feeling is if you were sick. "Hey, Mike, I heard you were sick. How you feeling?" "Oh, I feel better, thank you." "Oh, that's great." Nobody randomly came up to you. "Hey, Billy, how you feeling?" "Huh? What do you mean?" Like are you feeling good? You feel happy? What? What's wrong with you? That's what we would do. What do you mean, do I feel happy? Are you high right now? What the is wrong with you? "Well, how do you feel?" "I feel like this." That's how I feel. I'm more of a cupper, Feelings. Your feelings. I don't know, I just feel like how was the show? I don't know, I felt cringe at times. Like, there were times where I felt like cringe, like, oh my God, and they're so old, and they were like talking about things I didn't know about. Like, they're so old and stupid, and they don't know how I feel because they don't understand feelings. Because I feel feelings and I felt them because I felt feelings. And feel and real rhyme together, which means they have to be a real thing. So feel and real are real. You got to understand something about feelings, young people. Your feelings are temporary. Those are just feelings. Feelings are all momentary. They're all momentarily. You have feelings. You may feel happy. You may feel sad. It won't last forever. You'll just feel like this. What's real is in your DNA. That's the only real part about you. So when you die, your feelings are gone. And then they could dig you up in 150 years. They could dig up anybody, scrape their bones, and be like, male, Caucasian, 6'3", 43 years old, 210 pounds. Oh, wait. Says they felt like a table. That's weird. I didn't know that would be there. It's an odd time, that's all, How do you feel, Ella? Do you feel cringe right now? Well, thank you. I don't know how you look, but I'm pretty sure you're good. I worry, man. You know what else I worry about for the future? Because when you have kids, you start worrying about the future. You know what I'm talking about, Billy. You're 62. After 50, Ella, you may not realize this, but the climb to 50 is a really slow climb to get to 50. And once you get to 50, it's like a roller coaster. Just, whew! You understand, me and Billy are closer to dementia than we are to anything else.
Santa, you good, buddy? What's your name, anyway? Ron. You know Ron's killed somebody at some point in his life. You can tell. Ron has the confidence of a murderer. You ask him a question, he doesn't say what, he goes... And you go, you know what, never mind, Ron. Never fucking mind. Who you here with, buddy? Wife, kids? And the maybe future son-in-law? So wife, and then 2 daughters, and that kid. How do you feel about Ron? Let's get this out right now. You're enough people away that you can run. Ron's probably got a lasso. What's your name, buddy? Scott. How long you been dating? Tori. Dating Ron's baby. 2.5 years. Okay, so he's put in some time. He's unsure of you, buddy. He's like, what do you do, Ron? You work? You drive a handicap bus. All right, well, you guys need a ride home? There they are. It's not by accident. We got Ron here for you guys. I know your shit is motorized, but take a break, you know? Sometimes you don't want to go, when you can just be like, fucking Ron, drive. And turn the AC off, it's blowing your beard in your face. Are you girls twins over there? Hey, Blondie. Yeah? I don't know what gave it away. Were there doublemint tryouts today or something? It's amazing. Twins really look like each other forever, don't they? You never see twins like in your age. You always... Hey, look, Ron. Even Nana shook her head. These bitches. I'm just kidding. She didn't say that, but it's funnier if she did, right?
Back in the day, when you see a white person, you knew they were white immediately. When I was a kid, if I saw a white person, I didn't have to ask. If I was like, are you white? They'd be like, what the fuck else would I be? But now you need to confirm. What are you, sir? Are you white? Even you hesitated. You had to go through your own lineage. You're like, apparently I am, yes. Because you're not regular white. You got like hairy immigrant arms. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a shot of those. You get those? You're missing the arm cue. It's right there. Oh, look at that thing. Jesus, that's not proper white, buddy. I don't know. That's Italian or Greek or something. I don't know what's going on there. Where are your parents from?
UK.
UK. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's pretty white. That, in fact, is the benchmark. That you are one hairy Englishman. I'll tell you that. Fee fi fo fum. I smell the hair of an Englishman. You know why you got to ask nowadays? I was in Florida. You guys ever go to Florida in the U.S.? If you go to Florida, everybody in Florida looks like everybody in this room until they open their mouth. Spanish flies right out of their mouth. Like, Not like a little bit of Spanish. Like you could tell that that's all their thoughts, everything they do is in Spanish. You know how you could tell when you say hello to them? You can see your hello enter their head. You're like, hello, and you see it go, hello equals hola. Reply with hello. And you know that their hello started with a J. That's the best part, you know? Hello. It's not just a greeting, it's my favorite dessert. It sucks for me. I like the Spanish language, but if you go to a place where all they do is speak Spanish and they should be speaking English, it gets annoying. Because they see the brown skin, they just assume something's going on. They just, everywhere I go in Florida, they're like, oye, cubano, oye, listen up there, fucking Fernando. I don't want to dance right now. First of all, we're at a gas station. This is really awkward. When I told the guy, I go, oh, I don't speak Spanish. He goes, what kind of fucking Latino don't speak Spanish? When I told the guy I wasn't Latino, he reacted like a guy who bought a hooker and found out it was a guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, no, I'm not Latino. What the fuck are you? Pointed at my dick when he did it. Just, what the fuck is that? I like Spanish. It just gets annoying when everybody's speaking it to you. Everybody, hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola. I got annoyed. I was getting fed up. I walked into a store. I saw an Indian guy with a turban. I got all excited. I was like, thank God, my people. I go, how you doing, man? He goes, hola. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Can't speak Spanish with Indian head motions. It doesn't work like that. ¿Qué pasó?